This is Mendee, Mending Manifestation, Mendee Mendjargal, spiritual coach, life coach, wellness coach. I hope your family doing well. And today, I would like to talk about something very touching my heart. I'd like to share about myself and me, about my life also. You get to know me a little different level of me. So, because who I am is, there are so many, all of us is many different hats to wear. Me being mom, a single mom, and living in America for 19 years, 20 years. And my son is 6 years old, whose name is Kevin. And I'm finding my purpose to make sure that I'm doing something that I really love to make a difference in the world. That I don't waste my life to live in something that is precious every day for without meaningless. So I want to live for life with very powerful way in impact, meaningful way. And that's what was my whole vision was when I was 3 years old, 4 years old, and that I had touched and I realized I was looking for longest in my life. And that's why I came to America and I was searched many different obstacles and angles. Learning experience in my journey is quite powerful and quite as mystical. All of us have been those experience who we are until you discover yourself who you are and who you are want to be. Who am I? And that I was asked for spirituality for in my own experience to who am I to hear, to say something really meaningful and to live in space of my space here on earth, that I have something commitment, that my purpose, that I have assignment. The assignment is all of us, that you here live in something that fulfilled content life. So that's what I'd like to share today. And being and living in America without my son and family, and biggest thing is a challenge, and the other thing is as quite experience. You go through a lot without family members, everyone, your parents overseas, and you don't have any family member, but you're trying to live in the highest and good best life. This is just not truth, and it's temporary. So today my son is 6 years old. When I was after 1 year old, my son about 9 months old, I have to take him to Mongolia because I didn't want to have that corporate job that I had, and I wasn't happy. And before that I had car accident and have a spa job. I didn't want that, and that was not for me. And I'm healer, as all you know. And I said, you know what? I gotta have to take whatever it does take to myself and do what I need to do and make things right. And I prayed for a long time, and I prayed the Lord that I will take my son to my family is waiting in Mongolia. Is my culture. It's very important to you children exposed to your family, grandparents, as a relationship to be built up. It's very extended families, and first of all the language and culture and background. It's very important, their DNA. And meantime it's quite challenge for me, because me seeing my son is I was hurt, broken heart, because he was a precious gift for me from a God, and I was healed myself, able to have him. I manifested him. And all of us have the relationship doesn't work. If it was not the right for you, what are we gonna do? And just you gotta do the right. Your true choices, the choices that you have to live, what is best for you, even it's hurting you, it doesn't go for a longer level. So I choose my son to be with Mongolia and with my parents. Meantime, I will find a way that was really meaningful for me. And it took me a long time, quite build up repetition. Because the part of our masteries, our journey, spirituality, is, repetitions, doing things no matter how many times you have failed. All the businesses you have tried, and I have felt all the partners, people that I've tried so many things and failed. And I just, what I did is I just wanted doing something really, it's what it really makes me happy. It makes others like impact. So, and then finally I got last year, part of my coaching, doing is I love coaching, and coaching is very powerful. I have so many people I've been coached, and all this coaching and healing is powerful. But without coaching, I don't know how I could have this level, because I had so many other coaches I also hired myself, and to lead me that lighthouse, that which direction is good, because we all get like sidetracked, distracted, and get blindsided. So that's what happened to me, and I realized I got sidetracked on my coaching business, and all the investment, something I was going to do, bring my son, and instead of everything sidetracked, I met someone internet, and all the money, everything that I had supposed to invest my business, my son, and he took it away from me, and I couldn't believe that someone I met internet, and it was a 15 grand close to, it was a lot of money to me, and it was to build up my business and everything. So and that lead me to, we all of us have a blind spot. The blind spot we don't realize, because I was thinking I would love to have some beautiful person that I like and soulmate, able to have a good partner to build relationship, and it was sort of the person I met was really connected, and I was like, wow, this is crazy. It seems like too good to be true at the beginning, and get to know, and I was so vulnerable and part of the spirituality, becoming really the pure love and joy. And guess what? There are a lot of people out there who took advantage of us. We don't realize it until you heal your unconscious level, a different level. So I want to share with you that there is so many people out there have like that. So all of us single women out there, single men out there, if you don't have the highest good intention, please, every karma is coming back to you. So, and that was I like to share today the messages. The biggest thing is that what I have learned from that is I won't able to trust any person ever again. I was so much broken-hearted, because how much I trusted, how much mean to me. Otherwise, I would be with my son, and all the plan that I have planned, it would be all set up. Instead, I had to go a different level, and I was hurt. It took me a long time to get me back my level of joy back and trust back, and I have to let it go. And I do believe everything happens for us for a reason, and the lessons that I have learned, it was a big experience for me, and I like to share with that for my reason, for meaningful way, for all the single women out there who is really desperate about have soulmate. What is it really that you want to have attract? What kind of level, mental, emotional, spiritual level, what kind of a person who you want to be ideal relationship partner to be with, and what kind of emotion, mental, spiritual level who you are, what are you really looking for? That is very important key question. The question is that who you really are is knowing is very important. The knowing that the deepest level, and not able to trust anyone that you met, because there are so many people really would have so many beautiful words to use you being part of the spirituality that you are love, and you play with you and they believe in God and spirituality, but in reality, and there are this con artist people, there are so many artist people out there. So I want also share with you out there who is single, who is looking for partner, and who is looking for friendship. Just be careful how you can manifest the people through with the intention, without any purpose to live, so that you can find a right soulmate, and that I would like to help for that. That's the intention, and I'd like to share with you today. And also the encouragement is one of the biggest thing I'd like to share is when you're around the people, like whatever you're going through, no matter what, how hard it's hit you, and you are at the rock bottom, no matter what you have, everything lost, it seems like there is some little light and hope. And I always had a coach. When I had a coach, it's a really beautiful things. There is step up, just dust up your knees and just get up again, just do it again, keep up the mastery. So that's what I'd like to suggest people. Like right now, all of us have been not knowing what to do, and there is so many single people out there desperate and trying to mingle internet, not knowing what to do, especially right now. And I suggest, I invite you, just keep a really deep look in yourself. I have to get some more coach, the coach that will guide you, because there is things that you never know behind your unconscious, not knowing your true choices, a true heart's desire, so that you can connect yourself, finding your true happiness, the purpose for your meaningful life that you create, and your life becoming something that you live it with fully, so not wasting that time space. So that's what biggest thing. And encouragement with every person, families around us really need it, very essential right now. Without encouragement, imagine your friends and families are going through right now. Even the successful one, even I was tried everything, how many times fails. Without encouragement, you always get lost. You always get between middle. So when you have someone, friends and families, you gotta make sure that you have to encourage, and you have children. Encouragement is the very powerful thing. Is nourishing the seed. The seed we have, it's a little seed, when you plant seed, any trees that we have, every tree has different purposes, either apple tree, orange tree, or different harvesting. Same thing, the person, your family, and your children, your brothers and sisters, everyone around, how much you impacted, you give them encouragement. That encouragement is just not the word, it's really tell them to be there for them when they need it. So that's I was experienced, because you guys know, I have so many brothers and sisters, cousins and nieces overseas. They all really admire me and my consistency and far away. I never give up, no matter what. Even my divorce marriage didn't work out. My career has been changing so many times, and they were admiring me because I gave them powerful role models, because they're all engineer. My youngest brother is 3 times championship in all over Asia, international championship, and for wrestling and judos. And the second brother is engineer, and the other one is detective officer, and the other one is lawyer and big judge and working secretary for. And then the rest of them has degrees, have own business for beauty shop and doctors, nurses, and all the different characters. And I encourage them, and ever since small girl, you know how beautiful you are. You really are. You're very important. Even they make mistakes, even they're not perfect, they're just perfect. And you have to tell them, even they did something, you have to forgive. They're really worthy. Even they do think they are not belong to this family because they're feeling not really together, or someone really appreciated. Tell them that you belong. You belong to this family. You belong. You matter. You are significant. You're significant. You are perfect. And even their falling parts and confused and not knowing what to do, whatever the areas and life decisions and stuck, tell them they are perfect And that's the most important thing, that we have to encourage our families, our friends, our children. And I heard so many kids, young kids right now, have suicide and depressions and runaway, rebellion, and addicted to drugs. Also, so many different things is happening because we not really pay attention. And all my brothers are very successful. I realize all of them, and I was disciplined. I was always showing them, and they need to do homework. They have to do things exactly what they really meaningful way. And also I was always tell them, no matter what the teacher told them, like how bad they didn't do the work or something, I always say, you know what, you're gonna do amazing tomorrow, next week. You did great job, perfect, it's fine. And I was always telling that everyone around me, who around me, my family, friends, even people who around me in America, so many different positions and landmarks last year. People notice that who you are is matters. Who you are is really bringing that energy up, that you are really loved, that you have this life of meaningful, purposeful, and you're significant. You are really significant in this family. That is very powerful way to encourage each other in really meaningful, not just the words, to look in each other's eye, to heart, and have a deep, warm conversation. Things they have done and not done, it just doesn't matter. Where are they just next life lesson, just going through next lesson and next time, and they're just learning experience through gaining a wisdom. All of us have to go through wisdom until you understand, you become master and your teacher. And it was a very beautiful story that my brother actually now and build a relationship. I used to took both of my two younger brother kinder care, and I would say, you are amazing, you're just perfect, you did a great job, look at you, drawing and painting is amazing, you did great, sing, I love you, do we have you sing, perfect, you're great. And even you mess up the clothes, I was like, wow, it doesn't matter. And now I realize he is mentoring my son, and it's for 3 times big, because all the things I was showing impacted, and I didn't realize, because you don't give yourself the value, and you have to give yourself value, that how important in your family, your fathers and mothers, they're not valuing you. They're not because they don't know. Their culture is every culture, generations are different. 30s and 40s, 50s and 60s, 70s, all the people ages are very different. So we have to realize who you are right now, and just make sure to take pause, stop. Who I'm going to be impacting in my family today? What I'm going to make a difference in my relationship with my son, my brother, my mother, my father, and anyone, your children, and tell them what kind of seed you're planting for them, and highest and good for them. And that will stays in their heart, that will stays in their really different level. Just stay focused, and focusing on them, they attract, encourage, inspire them. And part of that, our journey is you have to heal them, bless them, and prosper. Our commitment. And that's today the message, and I hope you get so much out of it. And really, and then also the single mothers out there, single women and single men out there, children, I'd like more stories to share, to what kind of relationship to divine soul, divine mate that I have. And now it's actually, I have more powerful things to share with you in the future. Because when you have the soulmate is a very high, deeper level, when you heal yourself, that you do manifest the person, and it's really highest and good. It does work, that is unconditional level. It just, that energy is very powerful way, synchronicity. It doesn't matter the age and race and color, but it just, do you know that your soul? And I have so much to share with that in the future. Actually, I'd like to write my books in the future, and I'd like to help anyone out there to struggling. And that's what I'd like to today to say. And I'm so grateful to have this journey together, to knowing each other, get to spending time for this time and energy is very powerful way to impact. And I'm here making difference, even COVID-19. This is podcast 11, and truly grateful to be humbled, unprecedented this kind of moment, the building, creating a new future. New future starts where you're at right now, to looking for where you want to be. At this moment, where you want to be is who you are at this moment. And I choose to be all of us, to be peace and joy and love and abundance and appreciation and gratitude. And that is significant, all of us. And truly grateful. And thank you again. And I can't wait to bring my son, by the way, in the next few months. And I'm excited about that. And truly, it's going to be a moment. And that's what I want to share today. Inspire your family, encourage your family, and support them in highest and good. It's not about you, really. It's about them. More you pay attention to them, you gain a more love and support. All of this energy, every energy is intentionally manifest the things that life you need. Because it's not about things, money, guys. It's about your energy you're creating to intentionally. Energy that you are who you are. Ease and pause, peace, sense of peace and gratitude. And truly grateful for every our friends and family. Every place, it doesn't matter which country, which place, we all connected. And truly grateful and thank you. Remember, you are amazing. You are awesome. God loves you. So do I. And you have a blessed week and create powerful, amazing life every moment with your loved ones. And thank you. Appreciate you. See you next time.
September.